Jeez, creepers. That stuff ticks me off. I'm not gonna honk or hit their thing, but that's just stupid. People want to just go whatever speed they freaking want on the road. I can see not speeding. One of the warmest days of the year here in central New York. I'm 43 years old. I started riding when I was 28, so I've been riding for a while. And you know, when you're want to ride a motorcycle, everybody's telling you growing up, it's too dangerous, it's too dangerous, you're gonna kill yourself. And you definitely have to acknowledge it is dangerous. Don't say it, not saying that, but I feel like the danger is definitely overhyped based on there are so many wrecks happening on motorcycles, and you know, a lot of them happen because of other vehicles, but a lot of them happen just because people, well, in the US, you know, there's a lot of riders who just aren't good riders. I had a little Ninja 250, the very old school style. I thought it looked awesome. You know, I think probably had 30 horsepower, 1300 to 1500, and it worked great when I had it. No issues. But you know, talking about wrecks and people saying it's so dangerous. Well, a lot of times we take on bikes that are too big, too powerful. For my starter bike, that was fine. And a lot of people would be fine, even no experience. You'd be fine on a 500. I went, my second bike was a Ninja 500. It had like 50 horsepower, and anything more than that, I think, anything more than a 500, I think you're crazy to do that. If you have no riding experience, why are you starting on something bigger than 500? That's what, you know, there's a lot of reasons why there's so many wrecks. Either people don't ride much to begin with. Like myself, I only had about 70 miles on the motorcycle. I did the MSF course here in the US, and it's just a motorcycle safety course, and you do that, you don't have to, it bypasses you, just basically take the endorsement, go to the DMV, and you get your license. Before that, you have a permit, you have to have a motorcycle rider ride with you. Of course, it's a great course, but I still sucked at riding. Because the fastest you go to the MSF course is like, what, maybe 20-something miles per hour. It's about maneuvering, braking. Great course. It really helped me a lot. But once I actually got my license after that, that's when I really started learning. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, this is what I'm talking about. People who don't know how to drive. Jeez, creepers. That stuff ticks me off. I'm not gonna honk or hit their thing, but that's just stupid. People want to just go whatever speed they freaking want on the road. I can see not speeding, but good lord, I just don't understand it. I mean, don't let that keep you from getting a motorcycle. These jokers saying that you got to have a certain type, certain size, certain horsepower, certain look. Because I know I was big time obsessed with that when I was in my 20s. Of course, the Ninja, I wanted when I was in my 20s. That's the Ninja I ended up getting. Well, the old school one. I wanted the one that looked more like a crotch rocket, but that 250 Ninja, the one they restylized, I don't remember which year. There's no, once you got close to that, well, unless you read it, so if you rode it, you'd know it was a 250. Even the newer one, you know it was. But you look at those tires were like toothpicks. That's a dead giveaway. It's nice having this bike. Ninja 250, no gas gauge. I think the Ninja 500 had one, but that Ninja 250, good lord, I ran out of gas. I tried to time it. We're headed down, but I still ran out of gas 2 or 3 times. Maybe I'll put the GPS overlay for my speed, but my speedometer says 65. We're at 65 right now. Let's crank it up a little more. Like this, I haven't looked, But the fact I bought this brand new 11 years ago for like 10 or 11 grand, you could probably find these dirt cheap. I still wouldn't recommend it for your first bike. Yeah, your second bike, yeah, I don't see that being a problem. It was my third. Your second, you know, if it's your second bike, definitely I wouldn't see any issue. You know, like I said, it's all about staying alive, doing, you know, what we can control a little bit. You know, it's helped me, that's for sure. But you can probably pick up with these pretty cheap. A heck of a bike. I have had. My other video, I talk about it quite a bit. You know, my 11 years with this bike, nothing's gone wrong with this. I still have the same brake pads. Everything's the same, besides I've changed out the tires a few times. Of course, I've changed out the oil every year. I'm pretty consistent cleaning off and spraying the chain. You got to do that. Same chain. The chain still looks in really good shape. So I would you know, just take care of your bike. Make it last a long time. Oh, and what I was saying earlier, with it, I don't know why I lost my train of thought. In the U.S., it's crazy, you know, that, I mean, it's kind of a good thing because I don't like all the government restrictions, but the fact that you can go and, you know, it doesn't matter if you have your license or not. And if you just instantly get your permit or your license too, you know, you can ride whatever size bike you want. You wreck it and get hurt, or wreck it and get killed, which about, you know, that first 6 months so many people do, you just become a statistic, another statistic, and the government pushes that statistic saying how dangerous motorcycles are, estimating their skills, taking on bikes that are too strong. All those things come into play. It kind of makes me nervous even having GPS on it. It's just for GPS. All my messaging and text I have on silent because I don't want that distraction, you know. Alright, thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Hope everybody liked the video. That's all I got for today. Alright, bye.